good, basketball heads? It's your boy Crush. Let's talk about Gilbert Arenas saying he would take 300 million over 7 rings. The average person would. I mean, if you offer somebody 7 rings or $300 million, almost $500 million, I don't think most people would turn down the money. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Perfect example. Look at Nikola Jokic. He won his championship, got the finals MVP, and he misplaced it. I mean, yeah, they eventually found it, but he misplaced it. That shows you that players are not that caught up. It's not a big deal. Like the way us fans make it, it's not. But would I choose rings over money? No. I mean, if we're talking about generational wealth and a lot of money that could change your entire family, show me the money. Jerry Maguire, show me the money. I would take the money. You could keep the rings. It's all good. So when NBA fans try to bash players like Carmelo, like, he chose the money. He should have went to Miami. He chose the money over the ring. What are you supposed to? I don't get it. Are you not supposed to take the money? When you wake up every day and go to your 9 to 5 job, do you go because you're getting paid or you're going to get a ring or some other accessory? I mean, let's be real. When you get up and you go to work, what is the incentive? You're getting paid, right? It's the same thing with sports. If you play basketball, what is the incentive? You're going to get paid. You're a millionaire. If players weren't being paid, would they play basketball? Sure, of course, but would it be priority? The fact of the matter is, sports is a job. Like any other job, it's a job. So you're supposed to get paid. So I don't know why some fans expect players to sacrifice their payment, for rings. Like, how does that make sense? Would the average person sacrifice a paycheck for accessories? No. So what's the difference with sports? You play sports. Should you prioritize a championship or a ring or accolades over actually getting paid? Let's make sense here. Here's $100 million. Or here's a championship. Choose. I'll take the 100 million. You could keep the championship. As I would expect from any player, sports is a job. When you go to work, you're expecting a paycheck. So anybody who criticizes players for rejecting the team up or joining super team because they want to get paid, you must be crazy. You're supposed to get paid. That's the whole point. Isn't that the reason everybody go to work is to get paid? So why would a player turn down money, a shitload of money, for a ring or two? Me personally, I wouldn't turn down money for rings. Why? You can't buy food with rings, can you? I'm just making sense of this because everybody is always talking about players who chose money over rings, or they took the money and they didn't go team up to win championships. So Gilbert Arenas said he would take James Harden 300 million over Robert Horry 54 million in 7 rings. I would take James Harden 300 million also. You could keep the rings. It's cool. You can't buy food with rings, can you? You can't buy a house or cars or, things you're going to need with rings. You can't. So when they try to crucify all these players who took the money and don't team up to win championships, like, okay, and I don't get it. What is the main reason you play sports or do anything? To get paid. Of course, you play for the love of the game, but also, if you wasn't getting paid for it, would you still play? Yes, but getting paid is the incentive. I'm going to get paid a lot of money, which is going to change your family's life. So why would you not take the money? Oh, because the main focus is rings, basically. To me personally, you should always take the money. I have always felt this way. When they crucified Carmelo for taking the money in New York, I'm like, what are they talking about? He's supposed to take the money. As a player, you should always take the money. Unless winning matters to you that much. Of course you want to win, but if you have a choice, get paid $300 million, or go team up with other superstars to win a championship or two? Which one are you going to choose? I'm taking the money. I mean, look at Robert Ory, for example. He was a great role player, very impactful in his role. He has 7 rings on multiple teams, Lakers, Spurs. So he have his rings, but in his career, he made $54 million. If you was to go to Robert Ory right now and say, would you trade in 3, 4 of those rings for another 100 to 150 million? I guarantee you he would say yes. More than likely, I could guarantee you he would say yes. I would trade in these rings for money. Why wouldn't you? At the end of the day, who don't want 300 million or millions for that matter? So I'm sure even Robert Ory will have 7 rings, would trade in a few of his rings if you offered him 100 million. I'm pretty sure he would. At the end of the day, man, it's about the money. Of course, you want to win also and possibly win a championship. But for most of these players, they're coming from, hard times, dudes coming from poverty, the hood. Not everybody, but majority, came from not having a lot. Now you're in a situation where you can make millions of dollars. And if somebody told you, would you rather win a championship or make $100 million? Which one would you choose? I can guarantee you, majority would say, show me the money. Because most of these players, once they retire, rings get displaced. My belief is players should always get their money. That's how I feel. I would never crucify a player for choosing money over rings. Never. Isn't that the main focus in life, is to make money? Everybody want to make money. Billionaires want to make more billions. Millionaires should want to make more millions. I would never be upset or disagree with any player for accepting money over rings. You're supposed to. But as always, I holla. As always, we just talking basketball. Hit the subscribe button, like, comment, share, holla at your boy.
It's all about the game and how you play it. It's all about the game. I'ma say it. It's all about the game.